welcome to Mind Your Business, the channel where we are in everybody's business. If you don't mind getting in people's business, you're on the right channel. Talking about current topics and gossip. Well, people, Trina and Shay have something in common. They both turn big fool for man. Both of them turn big idiot for man. I don't know what's wrong with these ladies. Let's talk about it, people. Welcome to my Critic Crew. Let's talk about love and hip hop Miami. Now, I'm going to get to just the main parts, really, right? You've got Amara, who's been messy. She's been, having Marlon around her. She pops in to see Brooke and Marcus when they're in the studio. Brooke's basically asking Marcus to go and help Shay. She gave Shay his number and she wants him to help Shay and Fable with their relationship and try and give them some advice because he's all Dr. Love now. So I thought, Lord God, this poor man, as much as Marcus has been a complete idiot in the past, I'm just like, good luck to you because this is a ridiculous relationship to work on. Good luck. And then later we see how that turns out. And I'll get back to that in a moment. We see Amara filling in Brooke about what's been happening with her and this whole Marlon turning up with flowers and baking a cake for her and fixing her car, and now she's getting him to help her learn how to swim. I'm like, Amara, will you stop the foolishness? Just go and get a damn swim instructor. What load of bullshit is this? I was like, what is she doing? And then later on, when we do see her with Marlon doing their little fake swimming lesson, she's got a face full of makeup. Her wig is there. So I'm like, what, you couldn't even put on a swimming cap? Yeah, this makes no sense. But I'm just like, Amara, you're doing the most, particularly because you just want to get back at his wife. But I'm like, we know that Flo's an idiot and she pissed you off with the way she flirted with Safari. And obviously we know Gael went and slept with her baby father. So she don't like none of the sisters. Fair enough. Fair, she's trying to be messy, but I hope she knows that with all this mess, we know that them girls will hit back. So I'll be watching this space. Now, we also saw Zoe going off to a surprise, bridal shop with her friends. And some of these friends she needs to question. That's all I can say. Estelita was in attendance. She was there to support. Bianca, Zoe's sister, still got a Fable in her mouth because when she's chatting to Estelita, she's talking about, her and Fable could get married or some foolishness, some sort of joke she made. I just thought, girl, the mix-up you just created, you're still busting jokes about this man. Anyway, whilst they're there, we see Zoe trying on the dresses and, she comes out and is chatting to her girls. And one of her girls, her friend Kiki or something, it basically tells her that she doesn't think that he's the one for her and that she shouldn't marry him. She should marry someone else. She says, why not marry the girl that you've been seeing? So obviously talking her business because clearly Zoe has been chatting to this girl because Zoe looked very unimpressed and was like, why'd you say that? What are you talking about? And kind of, shut her down. But I was like, yeah, your friend's messy and your friend is definitely looking for a moment. This is why you got to be careful of your friends when you're bringing them on camera because a lot of these people are looking to get their own reality shows or trying to get their own wave going. So you've got to filter through who's who, yeah? So as the saying goes, watch the friends who you keep, yeah? Because some of them are a bad mind and some of them is teeth. So watch who you're walking with. So I think Zoe's finding that out because she looked very unimpressed with Kiki, who was her dancer initially that she built up a friendship with, is what she said. But even when she tried to check Kiki, her friend was doubling down, mate. She was like, yeah, well, I said what I said and whatever. So I was like, she's definitely looking for a moment. Definitely looking for a moment there. Later, we see Trina's belated wedding celebration because obviously they got married secretly. It got leaked to the blogs and obviously her family and friends were upset with her. So now she's done this, has a little, something for them. Her husband, now, he takes the microphone to give a very rubbish speech. The man came across very slow and very delayed. I'm like, okay, I know people who smoke, but this is not just smoking. This is something else because wagwan for you, Bridget, because you're coming across very slow, delayed, and what the hell is going on is my question. I was like, this man don't seem too bright. But she looks all smitten and all loved up because even the words that he was saying, I was like, what are you talking about? Like she lights up my heart, my fire. She's like my fire, my heart. I'm just like, what else are you saying? Like, you could have given a nice speech about how you met and you fell in love or something. It was very dry. He gives me scammer vibes. That's what I'm getting. Based on what I'm hearing, all the stuff that's going on around, it's giving scammer vibes. Like there's a little tingling in my mind that's saying, something right. How are you standing there with this rubbish ass speech? Like, it was rubbish. I was just like, is this what you're doing? He sounds really delayed. But she's smitten. She's definitely smitten because she's looking at him all loved up and talking about, she's excited and she wants to have kids. So I'm thinking, girl, please go and find out about these other kids before you go and put yourself into that situation. But she seems like she's very hard-headed, don't want to hear nothing from nobody. But I feel like he's just lucked up because the way Trina is with him. But anyway, Trina tells Hot Topics that, you know, she's upset with her and she'll address her another time because she didn't want to talk to her about it. Hot Topics let her know that she feels like she's been acting shady towards her and she's got stuff she wants to address too. Next, we see Marlon trying to get back with Flo again, and it's just like these two are just so jarring. Apparently, this is inspired by Amara. He comes to her bringing her flowers and a gift. The gift was a picture of them, a throwback picture of them, an old school picture when they were loved up when they were younger. I'm like, hold on, I'm scratching my head thinking, you turned up to Amara's with a baked cake, you've got her flowers, you've made a bit more effort with Amara than you have with Flo, as far as I'm concerned, because what is this old picture you're bringing? All it did is trigger her. It just triggered her to just be like, kick off at him again and remind him that he's full of rubbish, because he's telling her, well, you know, I've been patiently waiting, I've been looking after the kids, I've been doing this, I've been doing that. And it really irks me when men say shit like that, like, I've been looking after the kids. If they're your children, they are your children. You're supposed to look after them. What do you want, an award for looking after your children? Like, fix up. Anyway, you've got her going off, basically. She basically letting him know she's done, whilst being very dramatic, of course, and stamping on the frame, the little dollar store frame that she's stomping on. I'm just thinking, why is she doing this? She's so dramatical. She's very dramatical. She just told the man, take your stuff and go about your business and keep it simple. But no, she's very dramatical. But anyway, she's saying she wants to finalise the divorce and she's done with him. So I just looked at her and just thought, we'll see how long this lasts. I'm pretty sure Marlon will call your mum and your mum will be back on his side again and trying to get you to forgive him. So we shall see with that. But she does seem like she's kind of fed up with the man, right? But she gives mixed signals, because then later on, you know, at the ending scene, you know, there's a highlight for what's coming up next, and she is going off on one because Amara brings him a cake and now she wants payback. So it's like, do you want this man or you don't want him? Or is it that you just don't want him but you don't want no one else to have him? Like, make it make sense. Now, the big part was Shay. Shay and Fable met up with Marcus. Marcus is coming to do some sort of mediation. I just thought, Lord have mercy. So it was a hot mess. Shay wants mediation. Shay wants to have this therapy, but then she comes in cussing and going off on one, kicking off. You know, she's obviously hurt. You can tell that she's hurt, and she's made herself look very stupid, and she's really embarrassing herself at this point, because once you get past all the cussing, all the rubbish that she was talking about, we get to find out from Fable himself that, yes, he was in a relationship with a woman in Milwaukee for around 6 years. And Shay was the side chick, actually. So Shay got pregnant, and that's when he decided to try and leave and be with her, and knows that, you know, Shay wanted to have a family. So he tried to stick it out with her. But this man's not serious, because she's now also saying, well, within the last 8 months, she's found out about 2 additional kids that he has, after telling her that he wants her to have his first son. Turns out he already has a 16-year-old son. So I'm like, see the similarly Jamaican man, you see? And yeah, so she's just going off and saying he's a liar, he's a manipulator. But I'm like, girl, you started off as a side chick. Then you've known about him and his foolish ways, and then you've made him come down to Miami, telling him, you know, leave his baggage alone. You are paying all the bills, making it all very comfortable while he's sitting in your yard chatting to other women and lying to you. And also, he made it clear, actually, that he didn't even want to really be with her for the last 14 months. He's not really been that down with her. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is a different story. So why are you even bothering with all this? He did say that she has been pursuing him. So I'm like, Shay, this is embarrassing. I get it, you've got your daughter and you wanted to have a happy family, but essentially, he really had a family with 2 kids down in Milwaukee. Obviously, the other 2 kids we didn't know about. So he's got 4 children. So he's left his 2 children to come and be with you and your daughter. And he's still acting up and chatting to women and doing what he does. So why are you surprised? You met him this way, so why are you surprised? I just find it ridiculous. Like, she's absolutely ridiculous. And she's delusional. I've been saying it for ages, but, you know, she's very delusional. I just find it crazy. Anyway, Marcus could just about get a word in edgeway. I felt a bit bad for him, but he did the best that he could. And he was saying, well, what about the daughter? You know, it's important that there's a healthy relationship for the daughter. She's like, well, I do everything anyway, so he can basically go about his business. And, you know, once he goes, he'll probably go back to one of his exes, and I don't want my daughter around them. I will find a better man to be her father. I was like, wow, this is a lot. And then he's sitting there saying, yeah, I probably won't even see my daughter after this because of the way she carries on. I'm just like, look, no matter what happens, okay, the daughter should have access to her father. As long as, you know, he's being functional and he wants to be a father, I think it's important that women don't get in the way because you're vexed with the baby father, because you're vexed with the man. you want to take it out on the man and punish him with the child. But actually, you're actually punishing your own child. So that sort of shit, I'm not here for. I don't like Fable in the way that he's conducted himself and the way that he's very much shown himself to be a gallus. But also at the same time, Shay is just like, use some common sense. He's been showing you signs. The red flags have been flagging. Like, what more did you need? It's just a very sad situation for her. But yeah, I feel like she's just hurt and she's embarrassed and she's angry. And, you know, she brought this man on TV to make it seem like she's got this happy family and, you know, everything else is a lie. When, in fact, it was all very, very true. It was you who's out here lying and you who was the side chick. Even if he didn't really know he was a side chick at first, because he said that he didn't, you know, tell her. But he was clearly with the other woman longer, because he said he was with the woman for years, okay? So I'm like, this is a hot mess. Now, lastly, at Big D's birthday party, Hot Topics tells Trina that she's hurt, right? And she's hurt that she's kind of been icing her out since she got with her man, and then she's been moving different. Trina brings up Bobby and says what Bobby's been saying, how she's leaked the marriage certificate and how she's been leaking info, and now she's digging up info on her husband or whatever. So, of course, Hot Topics lets her know that, yes, she spoke to the baby mum and how, you know, the baby mum wants a DNA test and how her husband stalked Trina at the hot dog stand, right? He was stalking her at the hot dog stand. Now, that cracked me up because her face did it all. I was like, he did, didn't he, Trina? He did, because your face alone let it be known, like, shit, I did meet him there. Even though in the confessional she tries to deflect and say he doesn't even eat them. You don't have to eat them to be at a hot dog stand, or we can pass one. So let's not act like an idiot out here. So I just thought, Trina, you're looking dumb out here. You're looking absolutely ridiculous. So her face showed it was true to me, so she didn't have to confirm it. Her face showed it. But to me, she's acting really dumb, because why is she piping up and sounding ridiculous? Like, oh, you know, she's going to get her lawyer to chew this dog bitch out. It's just like, what is wrong with you? Let him do a DNA. You don't know the man all his life. You've met him recently. You're all loved up. Great. He had a past, okay? I don't care if he's had 100 women before me. He's mine now. It's like, no one don't want him. You're acting like he's special. The woman said that she met him as a dishwasher, okay? She really had him. She just wants a man to show up for the child and do a DNA test, okay? If he is the child's father, let him be a dad. It sounds to me that he is very deadbeatish and trying to avoid the shit, because he did pipe up, sounding very slow and delayed once again. And, you know, didn't have much to say, just piped up trying to say, oh, you know, you're trying to come for me, basically, to the Hot Topics kind of thing. It didn't end very well, because Trina basically told Hot Topics to just move along. I just thought, was your friend, yeah? This is supposed to be your friend. You guys have interesting friendship, because I could never. Trina's out here making herself look real sad. So, to me, I think they need to do that DNA test. As much as she's trying to act like, oh, well, no, you know, whatever, she don't care about this chick, whatever. She said that she knows about the chick too. Apparently the chick's delusional. Now that to me is also problematic, because you're taking it from the man. You're hearing one side of the story and you're running with it. Problematic, is it not? Like, what is that all about? So hopefully throughout the episodes we'll find that she maybe settles down and comes to some senses. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not that hopeful. But she needs to do that DNA test with him and check out what go on before she decides to pop out any kids for him. And I don't necessarily saying that she can't have kids, because obviously she is older. I'm not saying that would be an easy journey for her, but before she starts that journey, she needs to get that shit together. Like I've been saying, if all these kids come out and they end up being his children, then she better get ready to be signing some checks. That's all I can say. So yeah, next week is looking very interesting, so I will be staying tuned. Now, of course, I had to check out social media to see what people were saying on there. Here are some tweets that had me cracking up. Okay, so you've seen those tweets and you've heard what I have to say. Now, what are you saying about the show? Let me know your thoughts below. Yes, so thanks for watching that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so you know when I am uploading some more of people's business. So until then, my nosy people, stay blessed.